Hey, before the video begins, make sure to subscribe. I post stock reviews, stock analysis, and stock research content every single day of the week. Make sure to check it out on my channel. Are you looking to get into investing, but you just don't really know where to start looking? This video is definitely for you, as I'll show you the 4 best websites that I personally use to invest in stocks. So, starting off, we have tradingview.com. TradingView is probably the best free resource for looking at stock charts. You can do any symbol you want, you can do any company you want. They have basically everything. You can even do things like futures, forex, crypto, even bonds if you want to do that. There's options on here as well. So you can really do anything that you want on this website. And another thing that I want to talk about is they have indicators available that help with trading. So this is my own personal list. They have a long list of technical indicators, they have financials, they have community made indicators, and all of these are completely free. Now, there is a premium version of this that is available. I don't personally use it, but it does allow you to have more indicators on. And another thing that I really like is if we go back to QQQ here, you can see that I aggressively chart this stock. And that is something that TradingView does very, very easily. So if I just change my color up here to make it a little more visible, you can see they let you basically draw whatever you want. There's a ton of drawings available that you could do, a lot of technical analysis things. It's very, very easy to use. And another thing that TradingView is great for is day trading. So let's say right now I wanted to try to do some options trading on QQQ. I could go all the way down to 1 minute time frames and look at the chart update here in real time, and it will start moving. And you could do basically any time frame. It's incredibly customizable. Some of them require premium, but the major ones that normal people are using do not. So anything below 1 minute requires premium, as you can see if I click on this. But most people do not need to use under 1 minute, at least in my experience. And it goes all the way up to 12 months at a time. So if I click this, you can see the 1 year chart, which is pretty interesting. So overall, TradingView, a fantastic resource for stock charting and finding new stocks even as well. You can search through here and try to look for some. The next website I want to talk about is Econoday. Now, Econoday is primarily used for their economic calendar. And what this is every single week it's updated with the market news for that week. So, for example, the Treasury statement, the PPI final demand, natural gas report, Fed balance sheet, import export prices. And you could see that down here there is some specific things like market moving indicators, extra attention. So basically, just look out for those things every week whenever you're trading, and it'll definitely help you with your trading. For example, if on Wednesday you wanted to do some options trading in the morning and the CPI report came out, you would most likely be a little bit caught off guard if you didn't know that it was coming out. So if you pay attention to that and the CPI report is positive, you could see that, possibly buy some calls on things like QQQ or SPY and possibly get some easy profit there riding off the news. Now, another thing is that you can also use this to avoid losing money. So, for example, if you think the economy wasn't doing very well and say the PPI report came out and it turns out it was not doing well and it was negative, the market will be dropping. And you can know about this beforehand and kind of try to take some steps to avoiding that. So this is just some uses of Econoday. This is basically the only thing I use the website for. So yeah, definitely check it out. Third on the list, we have FinViz. Now, FinViz you may actually see often, but maybe you didn't know where people got this map from. So I see this map posted on things like Instagram and Reddit all the time where people show this and they show the entire like market map, and it's a cool visual, but FinViz actually has other uses that are even better than this. So one other thing they have is they have a bubble map of the market, and you could actually do custom things around here to basically organize the entire either S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, Dow Jones, or even the Russell 2000. So that is another option they have. And there's also a screener on FinViz. And this is honestly my favorite screener I have ever found. So you could do any descriptive criteria. You could do fundamentals. Like if I wanted to find a company that had a high gross margin over 50%, it'll switch to those. If I want to find companies that are turning that gross margin into a high net margin with over 15%, I could find those. If we want to have a positive return on assets, we can do that. Return on equity too, we want that to be positive. And let's say we want our company to be large, or even just you could do here over certain amounts. So let's say we want them to be an over $10 billion company. We can organize that as well. Maybe we don't want too low of a stock price. So we say over $3 each. You can see that. And this will just update and give you pages and pages of stocks that meet that criteria. It is very, very useful. And I personally use it all the time. There's also technical indicators here. So, for example, you could say, like, if you want them to be down 20% in the past quarter, you can click that and find companies that have good fundamental financials, but the stock price is down. That could give you some trading opportunities. You could also do things like RSI, where if you want to put them at oversold, you could do that and see that as well. You can check their beta. You can check further performance if you want to have more criteria for that. So there's a ton of different options, and I highly recommend looking through this and kind of discovering what you like to see. I personally use this in order to find the stocks that I'll be reviewing every week. I usually just look for underperforming stocks that have solid financials, and I make videos on that basically every week. I also do this for my own personal investments as well in order to find good investments for myself. And finally, the last website we'll be looking at is NASDAQ.com. So NASDAQ.com has a lot of different resources that you can look at. But one thing that I primarily use it for is their earnings calendar. Now, this is something that you can look at every single day of the week, and they will have every single company that is reporting earnings on that day. So, for example, earlier this week, companies like Adobe, Nordson, Macy's were all reporting. And you can use this information to either trade the stock or just get information on when your own personal holdings will be reporting their earnings. So it's really just a valuable resource to always have. They update it. I mean, it's always kept perfectly up to date. It has every single company that is reporting. So it's really just overall a great resource to have. That's all I have for you today. Hope you learned something. I hope you use these resources in your own stock research. On this channel, I post videos every single day using these to research and analyze stocks. So make sure to check out those videos on my channel and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see everybody in the next one.